Hi, welcome back. Tonight we're going to focus on hips and quads and thighs. So we're going to start in a kneeling position. We're going to do a camel stretch. So we're going to come all the way up. Hands are going to come onto our hips. We did this in the mobility. So you're going to just drop the head back, keeping the hips forward. And you're going to drop the head back, but lift the chest up. Lift up. And then from there, grab your hands onto your heels. Keep the chest lifting up as much as possible. Making sure that you're not leaning back behind your heels and you're not pushing and dumping into your lower back. So it's really important to lift up through the chest. Just 3 breaths here. Two more. One more. Good. Place the hands on the hips. Come all the way up. Good. You're more than welcome to always take a stretch and do it longer and push pause and just hold it as long as you want. All right, we're going to come into butterfly. So heels come in towards your hips. Trying to keep your back as flat as possible. Reach those fingertips forward. You're going to feel the groin open up and the outer hips. Try to keep your back as flat as possible. So you're reaching forward, shoulders stay down, back is flat. So we're not rounding like this and just hanging here. This is a little bit more of an active stretch. So you're going to stay upright, lift your chest forward and up. Reach those fingertips forward and just hold. You're going to feel the outer hips relax here. So all this area here, the hips, the groin. Lift up through the back, pull the lower belly in. Good, 3 more breaths. Last one. Good, and then slowly walk those hands back. All right, we're going to go into lizard lunge. So right foot's going to come forward. So right foot's going to come forward. The back knee is going to come back behind you. You can either stay right here. Maybe this is enough for you. Or you can come all the way down onto your elbows and get a full deep lizard stretch. Good, so we're going to hold here. Then you also have the option to lift up the bottom knee and get into even a deeper stretch here. So just keep holding. So I'm engaging my quad. I'm not just kind of letting it go slack down. I'm really engaging the quad, pulling up through the belly, and I'm lifting out of my chest. Good, breathe. Two more deep breaths here. So I feel this on my quad, my hip, and my outer hip as well. Good, and relax down. You're going to put that bottom knee down if it wasn't down already. Lift yourself up. So again, this may be enough for you. Maybe you have really tight hips. So this may be enough. If you want to take it one step further, we're going to pick up that back leg. Keep this hand pressing into the floor. And then you're going to reach around and grab for that foot. So it's up to you how far you want to take that foot in towards your hamstring. Right, you could pull it all the way in and make it a pretty deep stretch. It's up to you. Just hold. Lift up. Try not to dump and just hang out here like this. See how, if you look and you see how slack I am. Lift up through the body. Keep a nice, tall, lifted chest. Keep a lifted torso and belly. Ribs are soft. Good, 3 more deep breaths here. Relax into it. The quads are usually extremely, extremely tight. Good, 2 more breaths. Last one. And release, good job. All right, carefully come out of the stretch. Bring that leg back behind you. So you get super tight from sitting all day. So this stretch is so amazing for you to reverse all of that sitting that you do in your day. So we're gonna bring the other foot forward. Again, you can stay here if this is enough for you. You can bring the elbows all the way down if you wanna take it a step further. Have elbows parallel, so arms are reaching forward. You're not like in a prayer pose. Have the fingertips reaching forward. And if you'd like, you can lift up that back thigh. And if that thigh is lifted up off the ground, then really lift it, really engage the quad, and reach through that back heel. Lift up the lower belly, reach through the sternum. Good, hold. Any frustrations that come up, just breathe it in and then let it go with your exhale. Keep the chest reaching forward. Three more breaths. Good, last one. And gently place that knee on the ground. Good, lift yourself up. So maybe this is as far as you can go. Make sure that your heel is directly underneath your knee. You don't want to be like this with your heel off of the floor, tucked underneath your butt. You want your heel directly underneath your knee. So place the hand down, twist, grab for that foot. Good, and breathe. Make sure, again, you're not dumping and just sitting here. You want to really lift up out of the body, push the hand into the floor, and make it really active and deep. You have to use the opposing muscles to lift so that the other muscles that we're stretching can relax. So there's a lot of opposition that happens when you stretch. So I feel this. This is definitely it burns a lot in your thigh, in my thigh. So I breathe through it. Just remember how good it's going to feel afterwards. Good, 3 more breaths. Last one. Good, and gently let it go. Nice. All right, we're going to come all the way down onto our stomachs for another great thigh stretch. So you're going to pull the feet up in towards your hips. You're going to grab onto your feet on the outside. Then you're going to reverse the hand. So let's actually just do one at a time. So bring that left foot up, and then you're going to just come into like a little baby cobra pose up on that elbow. Good, so you're going to take the hand, you're going to flip it around so that your fingers and toes are actually going in the same direction. Try to have the knees in towards each other so this knee isn't flared out to the side. Where they're in towards each other, you're lifting up, again, that opposition, lifting up and pressing down, opposing muscles. Good, and just hold here. If you are more advanced, then you can actually do both of the feet at the same time. So you could press both down, lift up, and press. Good. If you're doing one leg, then let's switch to the other side. If you're doing 2 legs, then just keep holding there. Otherwise, you're going to come on the elbow, grab that foot, and you're going to reverse the hand so that the hand flips forward. Lift up, try not to sink in this elbow. press up in that elbow, lift up tall, opposition energy lifting, and then my hand is pressing down, stretching out my quad. Good, 2 more deep breaths into the nose. Last one. Good, let it go. Alrighty, so we're gonna do one of my favorite stretches. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little painful, but it's extremely beneficial. So, we're gonna come up to a wall. So you can do this against a wall, or you could even do this like against a couch or against your bed. I actually always do this against my bed right before I go to sleep. So you're gonna take your knee up against the wall. So your knee is just like that against the wall, and my foot is all the way up. So my foot's hitting the floor, or sorry, the wall. You're gonna bring that other foot in front of you. Maybe this is enough. So you can come into a little lunge, making sure that the heel is underneath your knee. Maybe this is enough for you, and you wanna stop right there. If you wanna keep going, then you can lean up into it and stretch the thigh out, and lean against the wall backwards, right? So you're gonna use this front foot to help get yourself into the correct positioning. Now try to lift up as much as possible. So that means you have to slightly tuck the pelvis underneath you, and that helps lift up through the hips. Now, if you're on a couch or you're on the edge of your bed, you could even lean back and let your head rest onto your bed, which is usually what I do to take this stretch even further, which kind of kills and kind of burns, but it really, really stretches this out, and this gets so tight from all of our sitting that we do, and we're all guilty of it. Even me, who's lives a very active lifestyle, you know, I hop in my car and I'm sitting for a long periods of time. So super important to keep this nice and mobile. Good. Two more breaths. Last one. Good, and then gently lean forward and come out of it. Let's go to the other side. Good, so first I push the knee all the way back in towards the wall. Then I bring that foot in front to anchor. Then I place the hands on my knees, and then I sit all the way up. Good, lift up. You'll probably definitely have one side that's stronger than the other. Sit up, try to tuck the pelvis underneath you as much as possible to keep stretching this out. So I'm sitting up, I'm pulling up through my lower belly, and I'm breathing. This will help you also get into your splits. I know a lot of people are looking to see how you do that, and this will definitely help with that, because in order to get into your splits, you have to have a very flexible hip flexor for the leg that's back. So this is very beneficial if you're trying to do the splits. Good, and I like to just kind of lean back into the wall, try to relax into it as much as possible. Last 2 breaths. Last one. And let it go. Good job. You're always more than welcome to pause the tape and do that one for longer. I don't know if you could. It's super painful, but you're always more than welcome to. And that's it for tonight, and now it's time for your meditation. For our meditation, we're going to lie down on the ground. Legs are going to be just flat down on the floor. Palms are facing up towards the ceiling. Shoulders are down. And just close your eyes. Let your breath get deeper and deeper. Good. So during this time, I want you to try to relax in every single part of the body. So I'm going to guide you through this. So starting at the top of the head, see if you're frowning your forehead or your eyebrows. Let the head just be heavy on the floor. Relax your eyes, your nose, your jaw. Traveling down, your neck should feel nice and loose. Relax your shoulders down into the ground. Feel your hands and wrists really heavy into the floor. Good. Soften across the chest, the ribs, the lower belly. Feel the sacrum heavy into the floor. Relax your thighs, your knees, your ankles, and then finally just let your feet just fall open to the side. So lay here, breathe deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. Take 2 last deep breaths in. Exhale. Again, inhale in. Exhale out. Good. Wiggle the toes and fingers to wake yourself back up. Roll over to one side. Carefully make your way all the way back up into a seated position. You can keep your eyes closed for this whole time. Let's bring our hands in towards our heart and bow your head down towards your heart. Good. One more deep breath in through the nose. Exhaling out. Good. Bowing our head down towards our heart as a signal of gratitude for giving yourself the chance to thrive, to giving your body what it needs, to taking the time to let itself heal and to always improve. One last deep breath in. And exhale it all out. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful night, evening, and a restful sleep. See you tomorrow morning.